It's the Morning Hustle with L'Oreal and Kyle Santillian, and we love it, man. Once again, we got distinguished guests on the show. This brother is part of one of the hottest shows on television. Definitely one of the hottest shows on Stars, and he's representing real life. We got to give it up, Demetrius Flannery Jr., a.k.a. Lil Meech.
Lil Meech in the building. There we go. There we go.
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Good, man. Pleasure to be here, man.
Nah, it's a pleasure to have you here, man. You guys are doing big things with the show, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to the third season of BMF.
Because we don't have anything to watch. Power's over.
You know
Raising Cain is over, and we waiting for BMF. We're so excited about it.
Very excited about it,
Last season was crazy. You let it all hang out.
Whoa.
He did.
Oh,
okay, you know, I'm going to start right there.
That was funny.
Okay, that was all you from what we heard. How did they have to talk you into the nude scene?
They did, because at first I was not opposed to it, but I was like, what? I don't want to get naked, but, you know, it's a part of acting.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to, you know, do what you would do in real life.
And the ladies loved it.
Yeah.
They thought it was fake. Like, that means you're well endowed. How was it on set, though? Like, how was it for, like, did everybody have to leave the room?
Yeah, when we have, like, sexual scenes or X-rated scenes, we have to do a closed set. So a closed set is basically when it's only the directors, producers, and the cast on set. Like, nobody else can come watch. You know, if you're not working, you can't watch.
Right.
Yeah.
But usually if it's a regular scene, anybody on set can come watch.
Which is crazy because everyone saw it on national TV.
That does seem kind of weird. Did your boys
Yeah.
give you a hard time about it? Like, yo, bro, I can't believe you out here, blah, blah, blah.
Actually, my boys is like, man, you better do it. That's the show.
Word.
It's for the show, man.
Did your DMs go crazier? Because I know they already go crazy. Was it like an influx of DMs?
And I don't even check my DMs.
You don't?
I don't. I got my management check my DMs.
I know that's right. That's a good answer. Good answer.
I feel you. So look, coming off the last season with everything going on, man, this is what I'm excited about because a lot of people kind of been tapped in with the history, not just in Detroit, but the history of BMF in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And you guys get to dive into that a little bit more. And we did an interview with Jeezy, and we talked about his book, and he talks a lot about, you know, that time period. How much of that real-life depiction are we going to see on the show this season, of Atlanta specifically?
So the first and second season was like the introduction of BMF. You know, it was a stomping ground to show how Meech and T first started. You know, they started from Detroit in their hometown. You know, but Meech found out that Atlanta is the hub of the United States. Atlanta is the only place in the U.S. with freeways leading to all different parts of the country. So it's easier to expand, you know, for business. But his brother didn't want to go down to Atlanta with him. His brother didn't agree. His brother wanted to stay in Detroit, you know, with his family and with his crew. This season is different because we're used to the brothers being together every day, you know, or with their crew. So now Meech has to go down to Atlanta by himself and navigate through this new environment, new city, you know, set up shop in somebody else's territory. So it's different. You know, people don't trust him. They don't know him. You know, nobody don't want to let an outsider come to their city and make all their money, you know.
Like, we thought Lamar was bad, but we about to see a whole lot of Lamars because these are people that don't have no knowledge of Meech at all.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn. But it also shows how smart and how, like, courageous and fearless Meech was at such a young age and how smart he had to be. You know, because he was making grown man decisions at a young age. And he was able to be around people that was twice his age and still handle his business and connect the dots and make the plays. So this season is all about Meech on his journey, the two brothers on their separate journeys, you know, in separate places. But Meech, we get to watch Meech do all this by himself.
Yeah.
He has to be different type of Meech. He has to use different tactics, you know, to get what he wants.
And it has to be difficult going against somebody who you're so close with, who you love so much, your own brother, right? Have you been in a situation where, like, maybe personal experience with your life where maybe you're like, I know this is the right thing to do, but maybe somebody you love or you're close to is like, nah, that ain't it, but you were right and still end up coming out on top?
Yeah, I don't have any brothers. I'm the only child to my mom and dad, but I have a lot of cousins.
Yeah.
My grandma, she has about 10 brothers and 10 sisters.
That's
so.
the one that told you need to put some oil in your hair.
Yeah. So
She don't play.
nah, she don't play. So long story short, I got a lot of cousins, and some of my cousins are like my brothers. Like,
Yeah.
some of them older than me, some of them younger than me, but we all grew up in the same hood, in the same house. You know, we always used to go over each other's house. So they're like my brothers. And they tell me when I'm wrong, and, you know, I tell them when they're wrong, but we always, like, I never want people to be a yes man, you know, to me. So my people always keep it real with me, whether I want to hear it or not.
Right.
You know,
sure.
and that's how I decide on whatever, you know, I'm doing or whatever the situation is, you know, because I like to get other people's opinion. I don't want me to just think I know it all.
Right.
Because I don't.
Yeah.
And we know Big Meech gonna come in and let you know as well.
Exactly. For
Yeah.
sure. He called from jail. He let me know as soon as he watched the episode, you know, whether he liked what I did or whether he feels like I should change it up or do something better. He don't hold nothing back.
But like, what if you
That's
don't
kinda
answer when it's something that he really wants to let you
He
know?
mad as a motherfucker. He mad. He
For real? Like, will he call back or like?
He only called twice. If you don't answer him the second time, he gonna call somebody else and he gonna tell them, man, what the hell is you doing?
Right.
Nah,
That's
he don't play.
that's got to be an ill position for you to be in, right? You're playing a role that is your father. You know what I mean? From what I understand, he went in while you were like 5 years old.
Like 6, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, are you learning a lot of the things that he went through as the script comes out, or have you heard about these things prior to? Like, what is it like discovering everything that happened with your father and his lifestyle, and you know you having to play that?
So when I was young, I used to just remember my pops picking me up from school, bringing me to like all the video shoots and letting me drive in the Ferraris and Lamborghinis with him. And I still remember getting on the private jets, you know, Roof
That's
Chris,
lit.
Right.
Popeyes already on the jet. But then one day he just got arrested, taken away from me. And as I started growing up, see, back then, even when he was picking me up and making me breakfast, and I was always chilling with him, I didn't know what he was.
Right.
I knew he was my dad. I knew I had a cool dad, and he used to take me everywhere, but I didn't know he was a Big Meech until after, and I started growing up, and I got older. But he was very, like, always in my life, you know, and even when he got incarcerated, he was always instrumental in my life, making sure that he called every day, made sure my mom brought me to visit him every day, you know, so I studied him, even in the visiting room, when I'm sitting across from him, I'm studying his mannerisms and everything, just how he talked, you know, so I know him not better than everybody, but I know him, you know, very well, you know, so I've always watched him since a kid.
Yeah.
So me and him just grew up two totally different ways, you know. Him having to buckle down at a young age and take care of his family.
Yeah.
You know, so it was two different type of environments we grew up in, but
For sure.
we kind of, you know, grew up similar in a way. You know, so I just had to embody the character, you know, in order to make, you know, people believe, you know, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, for sure.
So we heard several times too that your dad may be getting released. Now, this is something that people are saying is definitely happening this time, that he should be home very, very soon. Is any truth to that rumor?
Yes, he just got transferred to this new prison called FCI Coleman. It's like 3 hours from Miami. It's like by Orlando. But he just got transferred to a low facility. And the low facility is like, it's a difference. It's the lowest facility between the high, the medium, and the low in the camp.
Okay.
So when you're in the low, that means you're coming home. So he's in this new program. He's in this new program. His date right now, his BOPD date says 2028. But this program that he's in, it should release him like in 9-10 months.
Wow.
Oh, that's okay. There it is. Does he
Now, I know
have-
y'all gonna be running the streets. I feel like he gonna be on the set. I know he gonna be on the set. Did y'all have a conversation about like when he does come home about him being a little bit more involved when it comes to being there?
Yeah, man, he just tells me that he wants to be right there to answer all the calls that I can't answer, that I'm too busy to answer. He want to help me in my career, you know, and be right there with me along the way. You That's all he want to do. He want to make sure I'm good.
Yeah.
I want to make sure he good.
That's fire.
What's interesting is with, the life that your father lived, with you portraying his life on TV and him having to go away in due time, there's a lot of success that came from his life, but obviously you lost a lot too. You didn't get to grow up with your dad there every day. But when he speaks about his life, does he have any regrets that you know of?
I swear to God, he don't got no regrets.
Yeah, word. Even being away all that time, huh?
I asked him too, like, damn, like, what? Do you wish you would have did something differently? Like hell no. He tell me, he like, son, I'm straight up. He like, son, I'm in here locked up with low key niggas too. Like it's people that wish they was low key and wish they lived a low key lifestyle, but they still locked up.
That's a
And
fact.
still, he like, you only live once, so why not buy a Ferrari when you could buy a Ferrari? Why buy a Toyota when you could buy a Ferrari? Why buy a 2-bedroom when you could buy a 10-bedroom? It's like you only live once. You don't know when you're going to die. It's like you can't take this money to the grave with you. So why not live it to the fullest and be happy with it?
That's fine. I definitely got a couple bottles of champagne because of your father. I was young, wild, running in the club. I shouldn't even been in the club. I was a teenager. And they'll be like, Meech just brought out the bar. Everybody go get a drink. And I definitely got my drink. I'm like, yeah, Meech. So, but it's lit. So I could see why he would say something like that. It's like, just to see certain things, like I wasn't like around, but I seen it. And just to know, like, it was a good time. You missed some times, but it's coming back around.
Wish I was there.
It was lit. It was lit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So what about, okay, personally, you're filming, you're working, you're everywhere with 50 Cent, of course. But there was like a rumor you had a baby on the way. Do you have a child on the way?
No, I don't got no baby.
Okay, so that was just something that the blogs kind of took and ran with it. Were you joking and maybe somebody took it?
They take and run with everything.
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing about it. I don't know where they got that from.
Yeah, they were like, you were in the studio and you said, my girlfriend's pregnant or something like that.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I was playing on that video though. They took a video of me playing around and probably made it into something like it was something, but it wasn't nothing.
Is that annoying for you? Because it's like you have to address things that you're even joking about.
I didn't address it. You see, not to cut you off, but
No, you're fine.
I was raised differently, so I don't care what people say.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I have to address everything.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have to address nothing unless it's, hurting my career or something. But, especially when something don't really mean nothing, I'm not about to address it and give light to something that don't mean nothing. Like, what do I care?
I like when you laugh things off because you're pretty funny. With that was my cousin with the groceries.
Yeah.
That was, and it's like when to add the joke again. So I love that about you that you take the rumors and you turn it around and flip it. But there was a rumors you had on some jeans that were limited edition. Are you gonna help 50 Cent with his fashion a little bit? I mean,
What's
a
wrong
lot of
with 50
people.
fashion?
Meech, come on now. I'm not the first person to say this. People say that 50 Cent is not the best dresser.
Man, he dressed good to me.
You think so? Did you help him out, or because he was the bulletproof vest with the remember he started that whole style.
You talking about the G-Unit tank top?
The G-Unit tank top with the G-Unit sneakers.
Yeah. I was a baby during that time. I don't know what y'all
I don't think
talking
his
about.
fashion changed much since then. He took the vest
I
off.
saw that 50 was like pretty much like, I don't even see the point of spending all that money on
Man,
those
he's a billionaire,
super expensive
man.
brands. Yeah.
He could buy whatever he could
He
buy
can
the whole
whatever
store.
he wants.
So it's okay what he has on. You wouldn't.
That's him. That's
Because
him
you're
as a person.
stylish.
Yeah.
I just like fashion.
Yeah.
I know him. It's like my other pops. He's not a fashion type person.
Right.
He ready to take a photo shoot in some nice clothes and he takes them off and put his sweatsuit on.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
he don't care.
Since we're talking about 50, though, I thought the process in which he selected you to play the role was kind of interesting. He put you in acting a year and a half before there was even time to even audition. Is that correct?
Yeah. That's why I'm so appreciative and grateful for him, because he believed in me before I believed in myself. Like, he put me in acting classes because stars was already looking at other people, like, potentially to play my father. They didn't know if I was going to be able to do it in a year and a half.
Right.
What if I didn't get good? What if I was terrible and it didn't work? So they had to look at other people. But 50 already first time he met me, he seen something in me. He was like, nah, it's gonna be better if you play him.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Trey Songz, Nipsey Hussle, Terrence Howard, T.I., it was all type of people going up there.
Word.
I could see that. I could see all of those people
Yeah.
trying for it.
So a year and a half of classes. Like, what is that like?
I had acting classes 5 days a week, 2 times a day.
Damn.
I had one
2 times?
I had one in the morning with Tasha Smith, a one-on-one class at like 9, 10 a.m. For like 2-3 hours. I had to go home after that, take a nap, get back up and go back there like 4 or 5 p.m. And that wasn't a one-on-one class. That was a class with like 20, 25 people.
Okay.
So the first class is a one-on-one with me and teacher. And the next class is 20 people with all the classmates, and we all get together. We'll group up. So all 3 of us might group up, and the teacher might give us a movie, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
And all 3 of us, we got to pick a character, and we got to pick a scene. We got to do a scene from the movie, but we got to do it how we would do it, not how the movie.
That's fire.
You know, and that's how I learned how to act.
Was there anything that made you uncomfortable that you had to kind of get out of?
Yes. It was a couple things. Number one, like, as men, we already taught as babies, you know, girls cry. Like my daddy always used to tell me, man, what you crying for? Girls cry. Like, boys don't cry.
Right.
So acting, you have to be emotional. You have to be willing to wear your emotion on your sleeve. You have to be ready to be sad, happy, mad, cry at any point in time.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't understand it at first. You know, I was closed. Like, a lot of men, we closed. We don't want
Yeah.
to show our emotions. That's what girls do. So I had to change the way I thought, you know, and not care about how people looked at me or how I looked. You know, I had to just turn into that little boy again. You know?
Damn.
When I had those scenes, you know, that you have to get emotional in, you have to go someplace in real life. Like, you have to go back to a place where somebody might have passed away that you care about, or something that makes you, you know, sad or emotional, and that's gonna bring you to that emotion, so you can feel it in the scene.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what makes it real. Because if you don't feel it, then the viewers, as we watching it, we're not gonna feel it.
Right.
That's why Denzel and everybody's so good, because you know they going someplace. When you looking at them, you're like, damn, he really thinking about something.
For real. That's crazy.
Ooh, so what about any roles moving forward? I know that, like, you've literally been showing your stuff when it comes to acting. Like, you doing it now. So what about a future role? Is there anything that you have lined up? Something that we don't know about, maybe?
Yeah, I see. Only thing that be a conflict is I film BMF out 4 or 5 months out the year.
Yeah.
So I was blessed enough to do Euphoria after the first season.
Dope.
I was Zendaya, Hunter Schafer. Amazing show.
Love that show.
Yeah, shout out Sam Levinson, the director. After season 2, I did a movie called Taurus with Megan Fox and MGK.
Yeah.
But I want to do a major film, but I have to wait, you know, until I have the time.
Yeah.
Because after I'm filming, it's like I only got a couple months out the year. A lot of movies, they film during the year. So
Yeah.
it'd be a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of roles, a couple roles lined up, but I couldn't complete them because of the time.
So it's like the gift that 50 gave you could pay off for the rest of your life. For real. You know what I mean? With the
Sure,
acting
he
classes.
put me in the game, man.
Yeah. If he never called you about that, what do you think you would be doing professionally? What would Meech be doing if he never got the call about acting?
I'll be an entrepreneur of some sort. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know I'll be a businessman, entrepreneur. I'll be owning some restaurants, clubs,
Yeah.
you know, something like just something. But I don't know. Ever since I started acting, I loved it.
Yeah.
There's
That's what's up.
2 other people that's kind of like starting their acting journey. Maybe they're not, but I've never seen them before in anything else. But it looks like Neo and Lil Baby will be joining the set, I'm going to say, because I don't know what their characters are, if they're cameos or what. If you had to say on a scale of 1 to 10 how well they did at acting, did they do well?
I'm not even going to lie to you. 2 Chainz and Lil Baby did extremely well.
Oh, 2 Chainz, too. I forgot about 2 Chainz
2
in it.
Chainz, Neo, and Lil Baby, excuse me. They all 3 of them it's not Neo's first time acting, but it's 2 Chainz and Lil Baby's first time acting. And for their first time acting, they was natural.
That's dope.
It's
Wow.
and they killed it. Like, acting is all about being natural. You know, you start doing too much and you acting and it's fake.
Yeah.
You live truthful in imaginary circumstances and you doing it right.
Truthful and imaginary circumstances. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Well, you see, 50 ain't care that much about them. He ain't put them in no acting classes before.
No, but see, he didn't have to. He didn't have to. See, and Lil Baby, me and 50 helped him, you know, get on the show.
Really?
He hit me up. He wanted to get on the show, so we helped him get on the show. You know, he's an Atlanta native.
So you the plug for real in a different kind of way. You like, hold on, why did I say that?
Yeah, right. Get on BMF.
Shout out Lil Baby
Hit
though.
Lil Meech. Hit Lil Meech.
Shout out Lil Baby though, man. We was happy and proud. You know,
That's
he
fire.
came on the show. You know, he's a young legend coming up. You know, 2 Chainz, a legend. You know, he got to actually be with my pops.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And Neo killed it too. Neo's another legend. He killed it though. He came on the show. He killed it. He got a little pimp role.
Really?
That's interesting.
I can't expose
Okay,
too
don't
much.
say too much, but are there any other singers you're cool with currently? Because we know you had a little situation. Are y'all still good, or I'm talking about Summer?
Oh no, me and Summer, we still have love for each other.
Yeah.
We both going our separate ways.
And it's like, but you can stay cool and be good and
Yeah,
everything.
we can stay cool and be good. You know, we don't have no problem with each other.
Yeah.
You know, she's an amazing singer. She's a good person too. We good.
That's dope.
Yeah.
People could be adult about situations. I
Exactly.
feel like sometimes now when people have a falling out, it got to be bad.
No, Usher made a song about it. We ain't good. We so good.
She's on that song. Summer made a song about it too.
But it's Usher's song.
Yeah, the world crazy. They love getting in people's business, man. I don't
Facts.
be stunning that shit, man.
Yeah.
Social media, bro.
So moving forward, you'll keep your stuff private, or I feel like you get caught out there when you're not even putting your business
I
out.
mean, when you famous and you in this life, you can't have privacy. You can have as much as you make, but shit, people waiting for you to drop your pencil wrong.
One last thing for everybody watching BMF. What is it that you would like to say to the people that watch the show and support it every day that support what you're doing?
I would like to say I appreciate everybody for supporting, you know, BMF. It was a story that was needed for the culture. You know, it's not just about drug dealing. It's about a family, you know, single-parent household that is struggling to afford to pay their bills, which is regular, everyday life, what people go through. Doesn't matter if you black, African-American, Egyptian, Chinese, you can still feel connected to it because it's a real life story, you know. And I appreciate Stars and Lionsgate and 50, you know, for letting me tell my family story. And yeah, we got more seasons to come.
That's dope. And
Yeah,
soon
it
y'all
is.
gonna have your own studio too.
Yes.
The G-Unit Studio.
Studios, Shreveport, Louisiana, coming soon.
Let's
There
go.
it is,
Big
man.
moves.
Lil Meech, BMF, man. We appreciate you, bro. Thank you for
Thank
the
you,
time,
thank
yo,
you.
for sure, man.
Appreciate
That's what it is. All right, Morning Hustle.
We are the morning hustle.